for Trump?
Bro, don't.
I'm not mad. Listen to the media.
Bro, the video I'm gonna show you, and it's gonna make you think different, bro. Biden, bro, and dude is slow. Like,
I just don't like he be Trump more of a businessman, bro. He trying to run the USA
bro,
like a business, and you can't do that, bro. This is people's emotions.
Nigga, the unemployment rate
just say
been at the all-time lowest since he been in office. No president did that, not even Barack Obama.
Ici à Minneapolis, les gens sont toujours à couteau tiré. Parce que Trump a divisé le pays comme jamais. Pour certains, il est le sauveur, le défenseur des valeurs traditionnelles américaines. Et puis pour d'autres, il est le chien fou qui a voulu faire exploser la démocratie. Alors cette division, on a choisi de vous la raconter au travers de 5 rencontres. D'abord, on va passer chez Lisa. Vous allez voir, à l'heure qu'il est, elle doit être en train de prier pour son président, Donald Trump.
You know, if he doesn't, then that's going to be the end of the United States of America.
Et puis ensuite, on ira boire un verre avec Tim. Il a travaillé avec George Floyd, cet Afro-Américain tué par un policier blanc. Ensuite, accrochez-vous bien parce qu'on va passer de l'autre côté. On va voir Gerry, un ancien policier, qui a travaillé avec ce policier blanc.
When I worked homicide, they shot a guy who had shot his girlfriend, threatened to kill somebody else. So, I know Derek.
Et puis, on retrouvera un autre team au stand de tir, Mr. Bag en or et revolver. Et puis vers la fin, on va changer de registre avec Pat Manchin.
They're sick of COVID, they're sick of civil unrest, and for them, any kind of change might be good.
Les États-Unis se choisissent un président. Au QG des Républicains à Minneapolis, l'heure est plutôt à la prudence. C'est la fin d'une campagne complètement folle qui aura marqué, éprouvé les esprits et d'une année qui aura fait beaucoup de dégâts. Nous allons essayer de comprendre pourquoi les États-Unis d'Amérique n'ont jamais aussi mal porté leur nom.
Pricey. Bullshit. Your lordship. Niggas talking yachts and some more shit. I used to run the block, now I'm corporate. Hopping out, you know it's sun when the doors lift. Whole squad hide the burners. Mets hat in the sky like Bobby Smurder. They watch me like the chip, courtside at the Rucker. Flowing when he getting tougher. She begging me to cuff her. Brooklyn sweet chick, waffles with raspberry butter. Wear a mink at the roller rink, middle of the summer. If I can't get it done, I got soldiers with me to cover. Queens get the money, we only stacking it up with. Cheese stay icy, cause shit get spicy. She on demon time, I get her a timepiece. Panic.
C'est la culture politique de Minneapolis. Très libérale, très pro Black Lives Matter, LGBT et donc Joe Biden. Je suis à droite là.
Imagine smoking weed in the street without cops harassing. Imagine going to court with no trial. Lifestyle cruising blue Bahama waters. No welfare supporters. More conscious of the way we raise our daughters. Days are shorter, nights are colder. Feeling like life is over. These things strike out.
I'm just curious because you're taking pictures of houses.
This is your house?
And our house is over there, and I just saw you take a picture of my house.
We don't consent for being on camera.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, fine, sure.
So please don't put anybody on your camera in this neighborhood, especially after the uprisings that just happened. Okay? Thank you. I also have your license plate and all your faces now. So we appreciate that.
We don't know the place so well, so we're just discovering the place.
Okay. We do patrols in the neighborhoods. We do like helping to license people to get their gun registrations.
And it all started with
the uprisings, yes.
the uprisings.
With the murder of George Floyd.
My goodness.
Give us a call.
Okay, no problem.
Be safe, everyone. Thank you.
Bon bah, pas un accueil très chaleureux. On est arrivé il y a 5 minutes dans le quartier. On a tout de suite été arrêté par des gens qui sont une espèce de groupe, une espèce de petite milice locale qui surveille ce qui se passe. Ils sont traumatisés après ce qui s'est passé avec George Floyd et on peut plus se promener comme ça dans le quartier. Ça, c'est pas possible. Ça doit être par ici, là. souvent ce cliché aux États-Unis des républicains qui vivent dans des ghettos de blancs, entourés de gens exactement comme eux. Là, on va rencontrer Lisa Barnes, elle est dans une toute autre dynamique, puisqu'ici, on est dans un quartier où beaucoup de gens sont afro-américains et les maisons sont plutôt délabrées. On va se garer là, les amis. 707. Good morning, Lisa. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to finally meet you. Welcome.
Same here. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Please come in.
Thank you. I have to tell you what happened to us right just now. We were driving in the neighborhood and we got stopped by two ladies, African Americans. They were wondering why we were filming. It was quite a tense interaction.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't expect that at all.
I didn't either.
I mean,
obviously everything turned out okay, but
I mean, are you surprised? Did you know that people were like touring the neighborhood and monitoring what would happen? You know, because they stopped us, almost like police in a way. You know, asking us about our whereabouts, our names, phone number.
wow, there is a tension. You know, I just kind of go about my daily business and I don't let things get to me. You know, I've been in this neighborhood for 25 years. My husband's family, this is his grandmother's house. And so there's been our presence here for probably 75 years. How long does it take for water to boil? Close enough.
I wanted to show you this video. You know, I'm sure you've seen it before, but
kids. It ain't about drugs, bro. Y'all understand? Nah, y'all gotta put y'all in neck, right? Being human, bro. You gotta sit there with your knee on his neck, bro.
It's not good.
I can't breathe over there.
Shut up.
do you understand why this video, this footage from your city sent shockwaves, not just across the country, but across the world?
I do, but I don't. He would have died anyway because he had so much methamphetamine and there was one other drug in his blood which was causing his lungs to fill up with foam, which is why he couldn't breathe.
But,
so,
I mean, do you feel it was necessary to put
that was not,
the officer's knee on his back for more than 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 46 seconds?
That was not necessary. That was not necessary. It's just, it was bad. You know, and the other question I have is why were there so many people just standing there filming it? Why didn't the other two cops say, dude, get off of him. Why are you on him?
Do you understand why people in your city, in your country, black people are angry?
Somewhat, because when you're told you're a victim all the time, that's what you're going to believe. Our government has failed.
But in this case, it's not just speech. I mean,
it's
a fact. It happened.
Yeah, it happened. It happened, and it was not a good situation. It makes me sad because there are so many people who are so angry and it's caused so much division that it doesn't feel like the United States. It feels very divided. And as a divided nation, well, that would be very sad to see this nation fall apart.
Fire and electricity. What do you know about heat and electricity? Take it very well.
Breaking news from WCCO.
We start this noon with a big development in the George Floyd case. The officer seen kneeling on Floyd's neck has just been released on bail. Derek Chauvin was being held at the maximum security prison in Oak Park Heights. We've learned he left the prison this morning.
How y'all doing? Can you guys hear me? The city has paid out millions of dollars of lawsuits to rubber stamp their bad behavior. I don't know about you, but in my spirit, I have to say enough is enough. Enough is enough. It is absolutely unacceptable. Oh, no.
Sam, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, hanging in there. And I believe that our society, our government, local government, and throughout the country seem to go out of their way to remind people like myself that our lives don't matter.
Some people say that George Floyd had drugs in his system and he would have died anyway. What do you think of that?
Who is this person to say, hey, this person would have died at this time? Based on the information I had, doesn't matter if the police didn't show up, he would have basically left that store, and at the time, the exact time that he perished, he would have collapsed somewhere.
So, check his pulse. Get back in the check. The man ain't moved yet, bro. The man ain't moved. He ain't doing nothing. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
And my book is about as despicable as it gets. That's just people who have been supported for never having any type of accountability ever.
We are tired, and these officers will be held accountable, and overall, we will win. I believe that we will win. We see with our own eyes the truth. We see what happened. You cannot tell us that we did not see what we saw.
Temporary membership at a lot of these places probably my ex-girlfriend texts me or we talk, and I'm hearing, did you see what happened to that guy? Oh my God, you know, yeah, oh my God, it's on, yeah. I'm like, yeah, man. It's crazy. Probably less than 5 minutes later, she texted me again, and she was like, oh my God, this is George. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, it's not really registering because I'm trying to get, you know, trying to get my workout. I'm trying to finish my workout. It's not really registering George. And then she was like, Tim, this is the George you worked with. The same George Floyd you worked with. I knew this guy. You know, I had love for this guy. There was something about this presence that you can't put to words, that was respected. He had a soft tone to him. It was a raspy, soft tone to him, but everyone respected. I've seen him break up fights, and all he had, it was his presence. And he would talk to people, and you'd see him whispering in somebody's ear, and no, 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 go. No, go over there. And they would respect that. He was the guy. There's a reason that he's known all over the world. If you watch the video, it takes a certain type of person to go through that in the way that he went. And I believe he went through it with dignity because of who he was as a person. And then I see the aftermath. The aftermath, the aftermath, the aftermath, the aftermath.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of unlawful assembly. You are ordered to cease your behavior and disperse peaceably.
You fucking slimy ass pig!
They need to stop! Everybody stop! Everybody stop!
How did you live through it? How did you go through this? The looting, the rioting?
One day at a time. Because you are angry with somebody, something should not give you the right to do evil.
It's tough. I feel it's selfish, but I can't feel bad about the looting. I can't feel bad about the rioting. But at the same time, I'm not participating.
It's 12:36. You're listening to the Shaletta Show on News Talk 830 WCCO, your good neighbor station. Hey, what's up? Hold on. You know, I don't call them riots. I call them listening sessions. Dr. Martin Luther King said that a riot is the language of the unheard. Nobody's been listening to this community. So the flames went up. So the buildings were damaged. That was unrest. That was a listening session. Hear me. And guess what? The world heard it.
Were you afraid?
Somewhat. You know, I'm not, you know, it wasn't really scared to death, you know, because that's just not me. But it was still disturbing, the fact that, you know, I've got black neighbors, I've got Hispanic neighbors and Asian neighbors. How are they going to see me, even though I had nothing to do with this?
People have to start looking at us like we're human, not like we're an animal or we're going to harm them. They got to start looking at us like we are their brother or their sister.
I am just a human being. My insides are the same color as everybody else's. You know, it's kind of like M&Ms. They're all the same on the inside.
That's why we're saying Black Lives Matter, not because we're some organization, but because our lives do matter. We mean something. We're part of this country just like you.
policiers qui sont sur le terrain refusent de parler à la presse. Nous avons pu avoir accès à Gerry. C'est quelqu'un qui a été sur le terrain ici à Minneapolis pendant 30 ans. C'est un témoignage rare.
Did you know Derek Chauvin?
Yeah. I knew him. When I worked homicide, I handled I handled officer-involved shootings, and he had one. I forget the year, probably 2006, maybe 07. Not quite certain of the year, but him and there were several other cops, and they shot a guy who had shot his girlfriend, threatened to kill somebody else, got in a chase with the police, and then when he got out of the car, he had a shotgun, and they all fired him. So I know Derek.
Did he have a bad reputation?
I don't think so. I mean, as far as that goes, the people who are in charge now, I mean, he was a field training officer, right? Which is a pretty big deal. You're trusting him to train new police officers. And that's from the administration. So if they thought he was bad, why would he ever been in that position? You know, I don't know what happened, you know, but I mean, as far as what he's thinking, why he did it, or, you know, just sad.
When did you learn about what happened to George Floyd? How did you learn that?
I saw something on TV, and since I've been gone, I don't pay attention a lot to the crime stuff and kind of over all that, and somebody had called me, I forget who, and something about George Floyd, and not even George Floyd, but Chauvin this guy died in their custody or whatever, and it's the whole thing called excited delirium. And at the time, I was actually headed to the golf course to play golf, and I was like, I don't know, I'll look at it later.
What was your reaction when you watched the video?
He just had such a callous look, and he just didn't care, and you know. And as a cop for 30 years, my heart goes out to any cops. You know, we fight with people, we do bad, you know, things happen. But, you know, once he put his hands in his pocket and he was still on his neck, there's no way that's a trained thing. It's a hard thing to watch.
Y'all know that. You don't gotta sit there with your knee on his neck, bro.
Are you happy you're not in the police department anymore?
Yes, very much so. Yeah, so is my wife.
On le voit, certains policiers se posent des questions. Ils ont été choqués par la mort de George Floyd. Mais ils sont loin de se sentir proches de la communauté afro-américaine dans son ensemble. En fait, à Minneapolis, on a plutôt l'impression que l'écart est en train de se creuser. Avec d'un côté des afro-américains qui vivent proches du centre-ville, dans les quartiers nord notamment, et qui en ont marre de scander que leur vie a une valeur. Et puis de l'autre côté, des blancs qui vivent plus loin, dans des zones pavillonnaires, et qui pour certains se protègent par tous les moyens.
Hey,
Tim.
How's it going?
Fine, how are you?
Very good, very good. Sounds busy in there.
We're shooting, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's pros and cons.
Okay, have to get some targets. There's a .22 revolver. We'll be shooting. She's ready to go.
Do you think there's a need for you to be able to protect yourself?
Absolutely. I mean, there's There are home invasions and robberies all of the time. I mean, is it very likely? Maybe, maybe not. But if you watch the news, the media here, local news, there's always something that happens where there's an intruder, there's a prowler in the house.
3 robbers caught on camera breaking into a home. About a minute later, a woman holding a gun comes out from the back room and shots are fired. It looks like the men scramble to escape as the woman chases them.
Have you been in a situation where you had to defend yourself, to use your gun?
I have been in a situation where I felt threatened and I presented the gun to deter an attack. But I have not had to physically shoot the gun, no.
But if need be, you'd be ready to do it?
Absolutely. I mean, if somebody came up to me with a knife or a gun or a dangerous weapon and my life was in danger, or there was a crowd of 10 people in a mob and they're coming at me and they're intent on attacking or killing me, the gun comes out. That's what it is. It's about self-defense.
How much are these a piece?
$2.
Oh.
So it's great. Gotta lean forward, bend your knees just a little bit. Okay?
I do lean forward. I don't know why, but I automatically lean forward when I shoot.
Yeah. All right.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Who you voting for this year?
Oh, you know what I'm voting for? Who you voting for?
Trump.
You vote for Trump?
Bro, don't.
I'm not mad. Listen to the media.
Bro, the video I'm gonna show you, and it's gonna make you think different, bro. Biden, bro, and dude is slow. Like,
I just don't like he be Trump more of a businessman, bro. He trying to run the USA like a business, and you can't do that, bro. This is people emotions.
Nigga, the unemployment rate
just say
been at the all-time lowest since he been in office. No president did that, not even Barack Obama. Not too good, but like nowadays, I mean, it's a lot of cop killings and it's a lot of kids our age that's just like shooting just to shoot. So I just want to be, you feel me, armed and protecting myself and my family and my loved ones.
Are you gonna vote this year?
Yeah, I actually voted.
May I ask you for whom?
Who?
Yeah.
I mean, the person that I'm voting for Trump. I'm not. I mean, that's just the honest fact. I mean, not because of necessarily what he do, but like the economy been better in reality. It's the honest truth. Yeah, he's not a person that everybody likes, but still, the economy been better since he's been in. But other than the disrespectful shit that he says, he's giving us our right to bear arms.
Il y a ceux comme Tim qui essayent de se protéger en s'entraînant au tir. Il y a ceux qui se barricadent par peur de nouvelles émeutes. Et puis il y a tous ceux qui subissent une autre crise, une autre menace, celle du Covid. Et à cette menace sanitaire s'ajoute une autre crise, la récession économique, qui vient creuser encore l'écart entre les Blancs et les Noirs. Cette crise sanitaire et économique, elle frappe aussi de plein fouet les commerçants, comme Pat Mancini, qui est patron de ce restaurant. Il a pris toutes ces crises de plein fouet.
Come on, Eric.
Come on.
Hey. How are you? Everyone was good? Got enough to eat? Mancini started in 1948. My grandparents, Italian immigrants, came over here from a little town in Italy called Fregneto Labate. Under the Goodfellows right there. My dad's the second guy in, and then the two there, they're the DiMartino brothers. We've had not only celebrities that have ate here, but politicians, sports stars, regular blue-collar workers, the garbage person along with the mayor, you know. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Some of the families have been eating here for 70 years, celebrating every occasion from a baptism all the way to a funeral.
Thank you, thank you. Beautiful.
How has COVID affected your business?
We sat down March 16th. It was devastating. We opened up, we're at 50% right now. We still don't know where we're headed. You know, we're still in this same forest trying to figure out what's next. As things got a little worse in the fall and approaching into the winter, we think there may be another shutdown. We believe in what we do. We love what we do. We love the people. We love our staff. And to think that there wouldn't be a Mancini's here would be pretty devastating, not only to the community, but to our family and our employees.
What has been the worst on your business, COVID or the riots?
The perception is it's not safe. So that kills business. I had people just recently coming in from New York, a business group, 30 of them, and that's when Chauvin, the officer, was let out on bail. And that day, and they called me from New York and said, we can't send our business people down because we feel a lot of civil unrest in your cities right now.
Là, avec Tim, on va voir un endroit qui est pas banal, un Trump Shop. Ici, on vend toutes sortes de souvenirs avec le nom ou le visage de Trump. Et ça marche apparemment très bien.
There he is. The thumbs up.
Hello, how's it going?
My goodness, yeah.
We could get you this flag and you could put it on the car the rest of the time you're here.
I'm not sure.
Ben, you could have Trump hair.
Okay, I'll try it, but just for you. Huh?
It's the Trumpy bear. He has a flag. It's a blanket. You've got to look it up on Google. He's the Trumpy bear. They sell him on TV.
So it's got the red side.
Yeah, he's the Trumpy bear, and this is the little flag you can wrap yourself in if you on a cold winter's night. It goes in the bear, and it comes out. It's his cape. It's Trumpy bear. Trump socks.
How's business?
Good. Yeah, though there's a lot of support in Minnesota. We have like 30 plus locations, most of them in Minnesota.
You have 30 plus locations, more than 30 stores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're all doing well, so it bodes well for, the election.
I haven't seen any Biden shop. Where's the Biden shop?
There is none. That's why.
It wouldn't work.
No.
And is this Trump goodies business a good way to make business despite COVID?
It's kept us employing a lot of people because we're in like the fair, festival, parade business, and none of that stuff happened this summer. So it gave us the opportunity to keep a lot of people working. 50 plus people have been employed thanks to this. So
you don't have to wear a mask here.
you're fine.
Why not?
Well, because it's still America. I mean, I leave it up to my customers. I'm not going to infringe upon their rights.
And you don't think it's dangerous if they don't wear a mask?
I mean, I've been fine. I've been here months and nothing, no worries, so.
Look at this, Ben. Look at this.
Oh.
Trump money, look at that.
Trump money.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Wear the mask, even though it's not, that much of an issue for Trump. What do you think of it? Why?
I mean, just to err on the side of caution, I guess. I don't know. Everywhere you go, you have to wear one generally anyway, so you might as well just wear it,
I know you feel strongly about Trump. What do you think of the way he deals with the pandemic?
China president told him originally that it was no big deal, it was self-contained to a town in China, but they lied. They lied to him. I mean, I guess, right now it seems to be okay. It's not doing too bad, right? But I've noticed things. And things are opening up around here, or they are open. We're not locked down. If we were still locked down, then it'd be bad. Thank you. Have a good day.
Cowboys and pioneers, come lend your eyes and ears. I've got the need to testify. Don't try to build your nest out in the open west, 'cause there's a million ways to die. 6 bullets in the gut are just a paper cut. Too many ways to quantify.
On n'ose presque pas marcher là, l'impression d'être sur un sol sacré. Attends, d'une certaine manière, c'est un peu ça. Hein. On est sur un lieu sanctuarisé, un peu à cheval entre une ZAD et un mémorial.
You guys are recording this memorable moments.
Hi.
How's it going?
Where are you? Are you from Minneapolis?
I'm from Minneapolis, 27th to 17th. Grew up here, been here since '97. From Gerry, Indiana originally. I've been in jail. So this is my first experience out here on the street. This tragic event has brought us all together, and that's more powerful than anything you could ever buy or anything you could ever experience. But like I say, it's a positive.
How did people react to George Floyd's killing in jail?
Boy, they locked us down because they got scared. They didn't want us out, and we didn't know about it unless we got on the phone and talked to family or something. Because the news, they wasn't, as descriptive, but a lot of people, we were happy. A lot of people that had differences, people that had no understanding or comprehension of each other, for this, people came together.
Are you allowed to vote?
I am. I did so much time that civil obligations is totally fulfilled.
So do you know who you're going to vote for?
I'm not going to vote at all. Because people are saying it's the lesser of two evils. Well, you might as well keep the same person in there then. I vote for Trump. You're good, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
It's hard to imagine how much of an effect it's had in the entire world, like in my hometown of Paris. It's insane. There are massive crowds in Paris.
You don't really want to, be that name that everybody known for something like this, but
obviously a person like George Floyd now, his name is, you know, historical. You know, you say the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X, you know, George Floyd's name is there. And hopefully this is something that inspires change.
What did you tell your kids about George?
You know, I actually took my kids to the protest. You know, I laid down on the floor for 8 minutes, you know, 46 seconds. My boy was laying there too and screaming he can't breathe. And he says these things at the house here and there, and I know what he's talking about. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna vote for you guys, huh? That's right, yeah, it's election time and they know when I tell them that I wanna vote, that I'm gonna vote for them. You know, that's what it's all about. So we wanna make sure that it's done, you know?
Have you voted yet?
Ballots in the car. My ballot's in the car.
No.
You know, yeah. Let's go in. Yeah, actually, I was just, you know, I got mine. I'm gonna make sure we send that, make sure that, yeah, send that in, get our votes in, you know? Because it's all about voting now. That's what changes everything. This is my power to make sure that my voice is heard for them, for my kids. Cool.
Cool, man.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Yeah.
En fait là, on va voir comment ça se passe parce qu'aux États-Unis on peut voter avant le jour de l'élection, c'est un peu particulier. Là on est sur un parking à Minneapolis et les gens viennent tout simplement avec une petite enveloppe et viennent la déposer dans une espèce de boîte aux lettres qui est juste derrière et ça y est, ils ont voté. Ma'am, that's it, you voted?
Oh, I have to bring my ID real quick because I'm dropping off my husband's ballot, but then I'll be good. I did it.
So it was as simple as that?
Super easy to do. I'm a proud voter.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, how are you? Yes. Do you live in Minneapolis?
In France we have drive-through for burgers or something, but not for voting.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, it's interesting. It's the first time I've seen it. 2016, I said, like, no, I don't care, something like that. I mean, I'm never interested. But this one, it's meaning to me a lot. So I have to come and vote. So what I tell everybody have to be vote, you know. Don't wait until November 3. I need some change. They need a change. So we need a change. So we have to vote. Go vote. Don't wait until November 3.
L'une des grandes craintes du président Trump, c'est que les gens qui votent ici en avance votent plutôt contre lui. Alors il joue sur la peur et dénonce déjà, avant même qu'on ait les résultats, possibilité de fraude.
Good evening from Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Kristen Welker of NBC News, and I welcome you to the final 2020 presidential debate. Welcome to the stage former Vice President Joe Biden and President Donald J. Trump. If you're ready, let's start. And we will begin with the fight against the coronavirus. President Trump, the first question is for you.
I'm sorry, this is my first meal today.
Excuse me, I take full responsibility. It's not my fault that he came here. It's China's fault. And you know what? It's not Joe's fault.
If we just wore these masks, the president's own advisors have told him, we could save 100,000 lives. And we're in a circumstance where the president thus far and still has no plan, no comprehensive plan.
It's interesting. I mean, how long has this been on? Almost 20 minutes. So they talk about
And have the capacity to do it safely. For example, schools, they need a lot of money to go. They need to deal with ventilation systems. They need to deal with smaller classes.
Depression, the likes of which you've never seen. Your 401ks will go to hell, and it'll be a very, very sad day for this country.
All right. Vice President Biden, same question to you.
Oh, Biden. I like that.
Enormous opportunity.
Let's talk about our next section, which is race in America. And I want to talk about the way Black and brown Americans experience race in this country.
This is going to be the best part of the debate right here. I got to see this guy's answer.
Nobody has done more for the black community than Donald Trump. And if you look, with the exception of Abraham Lincoln, possible exception, but the exception of Abraham Lincoln, nobody has done what I've done. Criminal justice reform, Obama and Joe didn't do it.
He's done more for black people since Abraham Lincoln. And if you're not clear on what Abraham Lincoln did, quote unquote, he freed us from bondage, from slavery. I don't know what to think about a person who can lie, because that's a lie. Factually, that's a lie. Factually, that's a lie, and it's nowhere even, it's not even mid-center of the truth. It's extreme untruth.
You know, Joe, I ran because of you. I ran because of Barack Obama, because you did a poor job. If I thought you did a good job, I would have never run. I would have never run. I ran because of you. I'm looking at you now.
Who do you think is going to win?
As far as they're concerned, if you had no window, it would be a lovely thing. This is the craziest plan that anybody has ever seen. And this was
Well, I can't answer who I think. I can answer from my heart, and from my heart says, I don't know what I'm going to do if Joe Biden doesn't win, because that's our only alternative. I pray to God that Biden wins. If there's any justice, if there is a God, Biden wins.
All right, I want to thank you both for a very robust hour and a half, a fantastic debate. Really appreciate it. Thank you to those watching tonight. Election Day is November 3rd. Don't forget to vote.
So there's the election coming up. Who do you think is going to win?
I pray to him, Trump.
Why?
Because if he doesn't, then that's going to be the end of the United States of America.
Somebody said to me the other day, you're the most famous person in the world by far. I said, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. They said, yes, you are. I said, no. They said, who's more famous? I said, Jesus Christ.
Baby, I just think he hadn't had his medication. I don't know who's in charge of him taking his medication, but they have not been doing their jobs.
Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, Russell. Why was it important for you to come on the same day and vote in person?
Because I want to make sure my ballot is counted. I want to make sure that I see it go in there. This is my civic duty. I don't want to worry about the post office not sending them in or getting lost somewhere. I want to see it go in.
This place, Minneapolis, has been, people talked all over the world, and it's also why we're here. Do you feel like it's been used politically?
Oh yeah. Anytime there's anything that happens, good or bad, somebody's going to use it politically.
You know who I am. You know who he is. You know his character. You know my character. You know our reputations for honor and telling the truth. The character of the country is on the ballot.
This is the most important election in the history of our country.
Are you worried about the election?
I think if you're not concerned, you're not really paying attention.
Yes, I am. I'm worried that people will interfere, that outside forces will try to steal our vote. I'm worried that they're going to be problems if people feel intimidated.
This is going to be a fraud like you've never seen. The other thing, it's nice on November 3rd, you're watching and you see who won the election. But you know what? We won't know. We might not know for months.
Who do you think is going to win?
I have no idea. I have no idea. No idea.
Wait for a minute. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen.
Joe Biden is ahead in the poll. Do you think he's going to win?
Wasn't Hillary ahead in all the polls the first time around? I mean,
I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify.
We will win this, and we, as far as I'm concerned, we already have.
There's some shady stuff going on, and I'm just going to wait until I see what happens. You know, you take one day at a time.
So you think this is a fraud?
On a massive scale.
Will you ever accept Joe Biden as your president?
If all the legal ballots are counted and it comes out to be him, yes. But if they're not legal ballots, they do not belong in our election.
there's an element out there that wants to create almost a frightening, they want people to be afraid, and they want people to board up, because to them that means power. Now everybody's talking about recounts and what happens and what, you know, all I can say is that we have got laws and we have got protocols how to handle all that. America will survive no matter what. We'll have a president. The Constitution will protect all the Americans, and we will come up with an honest vote with every vote counted.
Black lives, they matter here! 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 Black lives, they matter
all the way.
Here.
I feel like that's disrespectful to the entire nation because the votes weren't even counted yet. As the President of the United States, he has to understand that our votes matter. It's we the people. It has to be every vote counted.
Do you think Biden could bring the country back together?
No politician that's on a national level can bring us together, because it's funded by, you know, if it's a two-party system, we're out here and we're talking about issues that Democrats wouldn't even, you know, we're looking with our city council, we're looking at the community level. We can bring ourselves together internally.
I understand. So you're not hoping anything, not much from the White House?
I'm not trusting the White House as I trust the people who are on the front lines facing these things, yes. I do trust them with the solutions, yeah.
Not the White House?
No, I do not, no.
here.